with child and ask of her when she hath fulfilled her 9 months, if her womb may keep the birth any longer within her.
Yeah, once that 9 months come, it's time for that baby to come out. You went through all the months. It's time for it to happen. It's time for the baby to come out.
Go ahead. That's it. That was it. We got more to it.
You can read a little bit more.
This verse 41. Then said I, no, Lord, that can she not.
Yeah, that can she not. So once it's time for the so-called white man to lose his power, for the Lord to raise up his elect, for the elect to be sealed, the destruction of America to happen, it's going to just be that time. Can no person stop it? The Lord can't even stop it himself because he's a man subject to his word.
Go ahead. And he said unto me, in the grave, the chambers of souls are like the womb of a woman. For like as a woman that travaileth maketh haste to escape the necessity of the travail, even so do these places haste to deliver those things that are committed unto them.
Yeah, because of course the people that run America or that run in the world now, they don't want to lose their power. They don't want to give up all their riches and all their treasures. They don't want to have to bow down to somebody who they didn't had enslaved in so many years. So they trying to escape it. They doing what they doing to upset prophecy. But all in all, they fulfilling prophecy.
Got a little bit more. Come back up. Okay. I jumped a little finger real quick. 2 Ezra 4:37. By measure hath he measured the times.
Yeah, by measure have he measured the time. So the Lord, from the beginning, that's why he said he set the world in their hearts so they cannot know what he's doing from the beginning to the end. The Lord already got the movie written out. He know what's going to happen when it's going to happen. That's why it said in Romans he was long-suffering to us word. Of course he want to come get us. He want to send his son to come get us. He want to give us what's rightfully ours, but he's a power subject to his word, subject to his power.
And by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measures be fulfilled.
Yeah, read that again.
It's like that.
I skipped it.
2 Ezra 4:37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled.
He don't move them nor stir them until it's time for them to be fulfilled. That's why you read in Revelations, this angel go out and do this. Then after that, this angel go out and do that. Then after that, this angel go do and do that. And so on and so forth. Because he can't take this piece and put this piece and skip this scene and go to the end. No, you gotta watch the whole movie, and the Most High gotta watch the whole movie.
Together.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, why you gonna put the puzzle together and take it apart and try to, mix up the pieces and put them in places where you know they don't go? Where that
Second Ezra 4:29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down.
Yep, which is America and the so-called white man and his ways. Which the so-called white man, that's what he was made for. He was made to be the wicked. He was made to be the Lord's sword, a whooping stick unto Israel. That's his purpose. It's to be wicked, to be the devil. So he's not going to turn from his ways.
And if the place where the evil is sown,
in the place which is America, where the evil is sown, the so-called white man built this place up off blood, sweat, and tears.
and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away,
Yep.
then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Yeah, everybody wants the judgment day to come. Everybody wants the kingdom of heaven to come, but they don't want America to go away. If America don't get destroyed, none of that comes. But that's why the Most High, he going for his time. That's why I say, so what if they didn't believe? Just because you don't believe that it's not going to happen, doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Little Tony down there, he don't believe it's going to happen, so I'm going to hold off. No. When it's time for him to do what he's going to do, he's going to do it. Even if niggas make it through 2012, so what? You still got it 2013, even if 2014 comes. The Lord is still going to come back, and he's still going to destroy America. And y'all beloved so-called white man is still going to be snatched out of power and thrown into slavery.
Revelations 18 verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
Yep. Babylon the Great is America. They keep the custom of the Babylonians, as well as the Romans, as well as the Greeks, and all the other empires that ruled before them. That's that great daughter of Babylon. Go ahead.
It's fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Yeah, which is a wicked, because after the destruction of America comes, nobody's going to dwell in America ever again. Nobody's going to dwell in America ever again, except for them foul spirits. That's how and them desert animals, like it say in Isaiah 13. That's all that's going to be left in America. That's why it said the Arabians shall not pitch tent there. Go ahead,
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication.
Yep, which is that democracy. All their philosophies, all their wicked ways. Like if you watch the Dictator movie, man, they just throw it all out there, man. I done seen that, man. They just throw it all out there. Man, y'all definitely gotta watch that, man. Yeah. Especially at the end, because they was trying to get him to bring democracy, American democracy, into his country. So they put an imposter up, blah, blah, blah. But then at the end, he was explaining how it is in his country, and it said, I don't know why it would be so hard for you. I know it's hard for you Americans to believe that, but he was explaining everything that America do.
Yeah, when you're talking about dictatorship, it's like dictatorship. It's like, so what if we oppress the poor? So what if we do everything America does?
Literally everything America does.
So basically, it was a joke, but what the joke was explaining is that America's a dictatorship just using democracy as a cover. Because when he formed to derive democracy, and he said, yeah, everybody can vote, that nigga rolled up on him with a tank.
With a tank, God.
You know? But basically the polls, you don't vote your president in. You know? That was it was a joke, but they're basically saying even with democracy, he still has control. You know? Whoever's in power has the control. Yep.
That's why he said, I'm going to bring in real democracy. But he still, and within that democracy, like you say, he still made sure he was ruling everything.
Yeah.
Because they sure got to that other line that nobody wanted president. Then he found out, I'll let him watch that. He found out he'd been doing the gym. Oh, man. Go ahead.
Revelations 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication.
Yep, that's why they go to all these different countries and they try and set up their democracy. They want everybody to drink that wine. They want everybody to be like them, like their ways are actually civil. That's why we got a video of a woman and a male getting stoned. Most likely they committed adultery, but they took the video down because they don't want it to. That's how it's supposed to be. Adultery is worthy to death, but in America, you get a hand clap for it.
Or worse, a counselor.
Yeah, or a counselor for it.
Tell them, man,
Jeremiah 51:7. I started 51:6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in our iniquity.
Yeah, don't die with the so-called white man's iniquity or America's iniquity. Don't be stuck in American ways and end up dying with America. Because the Lord is going to bring judgment upon this place.
For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance.
This is the time of the Lord's vengeance. This is part of his vengeance. Setting up the man of the Lord to preach his word. That's the first step.
He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk, the nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yep, because they bowed, they like, look, we're going to bring this in, everything going to be cool, it's going to be like that, it's going to be like this, and then they end up being just like America, complete wickedness.
And the definition also is the range. The range. Yeah. I mean, it's twofold, they mad, but at the same time they done lost it. They niggas over there tripping. Yeah.
It's just like if somebody sold you something, yeah, man, it's good. Man, I've been having this for years at work, As soon as you get it, the first day you get it, this man disappeared and that thing break on you. You like, man, what the hell? He threw the lie, he didn't got me.
That fall out. Call the place and the shampoo don't exist no more.
Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with them.
Yeah, because some other places do bow down to America. But now, those places, like you said, they done got mad, so they rising up. The Lord's bringing Babylon, which is America, he bringing that power down and kind of throwing power on the other places. So they like, look, man, we equal. You got nukes, we got nukes. What you want to do? It ain't like back in the day where America said this or that, and you better do it or they gonna get you.
Isaiah 14:10. All they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Yeah, like I was just saying, because they got the weaponry that they have, you know, for the most part, so they not as scared as they were. Like if you bring a knife to a gunfight, they like, you brought a knife here? You run back and get AKs like they got AKs. You like, what? It's really whatever else.
Art thou become like unto us?
Yeah.
The pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy boils, the worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee.
Yep, because America's going to be put to death, so to speak.
Want me to continue?
No.
Revelation 18:3. For all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich with the abundance of her delicacy.
Yeah, the ones that do business with America, of course, back then they was doing real good. America was importing this, exporting that. Now America's being brought low, so it's not as they're not getting as many benefits as they was. Even though they still getting some. America that made some places rich and whatnot. Go ahead.
If I can speak on it, I seen an article the other day. Russia and China is trading together, trading oil in the Chinese currency. And then they came out and said that they got everything set up. Anybody that want to buy oil in Chinese currency.
So they cutting that middleman out.
So these currencies cheap too.
So once you cut America out, that middleman, how is America supposed to get its profit? Yeah, it made people rich back then.